Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down. Hal now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, this defense for the Eagles much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Hal throwing on 3rd down here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd and 7. Hal running right on the option. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Even 5 yards on the run there. They're leaving with a definite 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Gibson again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Howell out of the shotgun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time the West came together. A nice job. They helped themselves out. That's an extra job for the defense to get rid of the dominance. That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. Howell throwing on first down here. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
First down catch there by Jahan Dotson. You get the sense watching him that his ascent is only just beginning. More catches, yards, and touchdowns every year at Penn State, and played his way into the first round. A tremendous athlete. He also runs routes with great intelligence.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's brought down. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. first and goal. They'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
On second and goal, Powell. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Powell, third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will start with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They're going option play on third down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
One last shot before the break. Howell. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Howell. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go play action. Howell. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, here's Gibson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Fourth down, Howell. That's caught by Sims. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's brought down. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stopped that one up in a big way. I think Dublin here has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's a little hard for me to compete with them watching sack after sack. But somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Shifts by at the 15. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and given the 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about it.
And he's going to go down again. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On second down, here's the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his leaps here at this stage of the game as they stop it. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And this is caught on the sideline. On the feet in, they are. What a catch. That explosive 38. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Powell to throw. And he Just shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Howell. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. He'll look to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.